so many people, of course, know you as Captain Hikaru Sulu from Star Trek. And this is a huge role and a huge break, and also such an exciting show because in so many ways, Star Trek was groundbreaking with representation. We saw greater diversity in outer space than people were showing on television that was based on Earth and ahead of its time and tackling lots of things. And yet, the issue of gay liberation was not a topic of conversation on the show at a time when you were grappling with it personally. What was it like for you to have this role and this platform, and then still have to hide that part of yourself?
I was proud of my association with Star Trek,
Hmm.
and the popularity of Star Trek provided me with a platform. I was closeted on the issue of gay liberation, but I was active in so many other social and political issues because I identified with my childhood imprisonment with governmental abuse. And so I was active in the civil rights movement.
Hmm.
But uh, here I was involved in all of this social justice issues, but silent on the one issue that was so personal, so visceral to me. Uh, and so that filled me with guilt as well. Here I was protecting my career, my job, and other gays and lesbians were forsaking their careers, their jobs, and sometimes their families, and out advocating for my issue. So that made the guilt of not advocating, being an activist, while an activist on other issues, not on mine. And these others were advocating on my behalf. And so it was a terrible feeling of both guilt and protecting my career.
You either leave this war bloodied or with my blood on your swords. Cowards!
Until 68 years old, when the activists were making progress and positive things were starting to happen. Marriage equality became law in Massachusetts via the courts.
Hmm.
But 2 years later in California, it was the people's representatives, elected representatives, the state legislature, the state senate, and the state assembly that passed the marriage equality bill. It was a thrilling experience. The people's representatives. That bill needed one more signature, that of the governor of the state of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. When he ran for governor, he ran by saying, I'm from Hollywood. I've worked with gays and lesbians. Some of my friends are. To get votes from the LGBTQ community, he
Hmm.
made that statement. It was a hypocritical lie. When the bill landed on his desk, that marriage equality bill landed on his desk, he vetoed it, playing to the right-wing Republican base that he had. That got me so angry that I came out for the first time at 68 and blasted Arnold Schwarzenegger's veto, and I became an activist on the LGBT issue. I worked with the Human Rights Campaign, which arranged for a nationwide speaking tour, and I became a part of and an advocate for the LGBTQ community.
I have to say, like as a story of coming out, which we call it, it doesn't get more powerful than that, right? Like you took such a powerful stance in that moment and did such a brave thing that you'd been scared of for so many years of your life. And I commend you for that.
You will also appear to have killed him after a fierce battle. Regrettable, but it will leave me in command.
On Star Trek, we have this acronym, IDIC, IDIC, which means infinite diversity in infinite combinations. That is the strength of our democracy. All the people of this country, different backgrounds, different experiences, different talents, and different ideas coming together and facing a common challenge and finding a solution and moving forward. We will ultimately prevail. Infinite diversity in infinite combinations.